Okay, we're live. All right, now we just share it out and do our thing.
Cool.
Let's do
I
it.
think I can share this in your group.
Yeah, share it on the street team group.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, you know what? It won't let me from my tattoo baby page.
Oh, I can do it for my page.
Their group.
I
The
can
Engineer
from
Society
my
Project street team.
personal page. I can.
Good to know. Okay.
Should be able to.
I don't know. Well, we do have 2 viewers. So that's plus. Okay, so when people comment, right, because they can talk to us in the chat, I can put it up here at the bottom.
Ooh.
This is just you know, to show you what I'm talking about.
Nice.
All right. Well, she continues to do that, so we'll just go ahead and go on. So, how are you guys today?
Really cool.
Amazing. We are good. We're very good. Very, very good.
All right. I'm okay today. I've been all right. It's been a long day. I think it's been a long week. I'm just happy that it's Friday.
Yes.
Where are you? You guys all live in the same area or different places?
I am from New Haven, Connecticut, and I actually came in to the band. These guys are all from Houston, Texas.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's how does that work when you guys go to practice?
Rehearse. Well, we usually rehearse as either a 2-piece or 3-piece. It would either be me and Tim, or it'll be me, Tim, and Sean, just to get the basis of the music down. And once we get that, that's when we include Chris into the picture to to have him put everything together. It's a very interesting way of writing, but I think it works for what we're doing, since all of us have a very specific way of writing. So, I mean, in the past 2 years, or actually, yeah, almost 2 years, I think we've been together as this lineup. This is the best way to do it, I think, so far. So hopefully we figure out maybe a different formula, but right now it's working for us. So if I guess why change it if it's working, you know?
Right. Do Chris, do you write a lot of the music, or is it just all of you guys together?
We're really, and actually right now we're in the middle of writing our brand new music. It's all different ways. You know, we can write it. We basically pretty much are open to however, you know, I'll come up with a riff. Jojo will come up with a riff. Shaka has an idea. Tim has ideas. So really, we want to make it as democratic as possible. Everybody feels if they are part of the writing process. And in my opinion, whatever makes everybody feel that way, I think it's most important, because we get on stage as a band and perform it, and we are Engineered Society Project, and I think that's the best way to do it, democratically. And if somebody has an idea, the root of an idea, I really support them and try to embellish upon it. But I am a songwriter, and I love to write that way too. So I bring JoJo ideas and show them what I'm thinking.
Okay. Where did the Engineered Society Project name come from? It's different.
I honestly don't know the story by heart. It's just something that Tim put together. He said, from what I can tell, it was an idea that came to him when he was in Jerusalem back in 2015. And the idea was basically what the title is. He believed that the government in itself was engineering us as people to be a society that it wants. And as you can tell through media, through politics, through everything that you see, it's it's somewhat engineering us to be something other than who we truly are naturally. So inevitably, that's what the the name of the band is. It's a very interesting concept, but I think it really does speak directly as to what the message might be or what we stand for in a sense or what we believe.
Okay. I like that. Hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. Gives it a good. It's got a good meaning behind it. So. All right.
So you mentioned Tim. What is it that he does? What does he bring to the band? Like, what does he do?
He is basically like our manager slash bass player. He's the main guy. He's the head dude in charge. But yeah, he's the guy who created the band as well. So all of us, we're all newcomers. But yeah, we're basically like a family now. It's one thing I didn't expect is all of us to really be synced as we are and have very similar views in life and really enjoy each other's company. And it's a very hard thing to find, and I just feel lucky to be a part of it. And I'm glad Tim created this thing and gave me the opportunity to be in it because I would have never been able to have the opportunity to meet Chris and Sean and, do what we do in front of everybody and hopefully spread this message of love.
And you yourself, you're a guitarist, right?
Yes.
Do you do any vocals or just guitar?
I try my best to support Chris live with some backup vocals, do some harmonies and whatnot, where vocals need to be, to
Yeah.
kind of fill it out. And mainly during the choruses of the songs is when we'll come through. It'd be me and Tim, or even all three of us. There's I believe it's the 25th. We have a rockumentary coming out from when we were in Europe. And I won't ever forget when we were in Poland, we had to share a mic. And we would all come together and huddle together, all three of us, and sing, certain parts of the songs. And I thought that was a very, very cool moment. I won't ever forget that. But it's awesome to do the vocals. I never thought I would ever do that either. I just wanted to play guitar and shred and just do crazy stuff. I wasn't expecting like, hey man, we need you to sing too. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's something I've never done before in a band before. So it's nice to do it with these awesome guys. They really helped me with that.
And then Chris, what do you do?
I am the singer, and I'm the brand new guy. I'm actually filling some big shoes. The guy that sang for this band before me was Tim Ripper Owens, the singer from Judas Priest. So I definitely came in nervous, and I'm thankful I got the part, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
And Chris, can you tell us about any of the other band members?
Okay, like Batiste, Jojo Brown was saying, our founder, his name is Timothy Moss. He is the bass player, does a lot of organization. He drives we have a tour bus. He drives the tour bus. And his wife, Kiki, is along a lot of times. And we definitely have created a nice little sort of family feel to our situation. Our drummer is Sean Solanas. He used to be the drummer for Circus Soleil. His nickname is Shaka. And Jojo Brown Batiste on guitar.
All right. What's one of your nicknames, Chris?
One of my nicknames is Nomad. I never know. I'm almost like a multiple person. I never know which one I like. Some people call me Shiva. Some people call me Nomad. And I say Nomad today. I feel good with Nomad.
Okay.
He's not mad. We no mad around here.
Well, they say, uh,
Your
um,
nickname's gonna have a brand new meaning by the end of this interview.
There we go.
I didn't know if you were gonna say what you were trying to say.
nah, I can't remember what it was. They used to say, I'm never mad but quite mad.
Okay.
Something like that. I forgot how it went. It was something catchy and cool, and I can't remember how. Like, Nomad never gets mad, but he's quite mad.
Okay. How long have you been singing, Chris?
I have been singing ever since I was 5 years old. I was a tap dancing singer. My mother was a country singer. She got up to like 525 pounds. Her mother would not allow her to be a singer. So, in her sadness, when I came into the world, she sort of lived her dream through me. So, she put me on stage and I tap danced and I sang. And I've been singing ever since. And I sort of feel like I am a song that was sung long ago. I don't know if you believe in like reincarnation but I feel as if I sometimes feel more like a song than anything. When I sing, it's the place I want to be. When I sing, it's the vibration that I relate to other people. And recently my partner Vitis was just talking about what he felt about himself on stage and how it seemed to be almost like a different person. And we just wrote a song together called Living Dream. And sometimes I agree with him. Sometimes it feels like a dream. Sometimes it feels like sort of this extension of who I am. My voice and my lyrics and my instrument, just like Joe speaks through his guitar, these little tiny vocal cords. I try to speak my heart to the world through.
Okay. Very interesting. I want to talk about one of your guys's so far, like your songs that you like to play the most. What would that be? Like, I mean, it could be, I guess, more than one because everyone's always like, we can't pick one. So whichever JoJo or Chris, whichever one you guys think about.
There's two songs that I really enjoy playing live. Actually, three, I'd have to say, and they kind of tie in together. But there's something within these songs that are very similar that grabs me playing live, and one of them is Kamikaze of Love. I really like the intro, and we have these subtle breaks and stuff in the middle of the song that gets you by surprise. Like we'll stop and then out of nowhere, boom, we get into it and start. And I like the groove. The second one is Fly on the Wall because it has like an acoustic type of intro and it offsets all that chaos and all that heavy stuff that we do throughout the set. So it's like a nice breather, at least for me to hear it. Instead of having heavy guitars the whole time, at least I can hear something very clear and beautiful happening. And the third one will be the bridge to Undertaker. I really like this like slow, somber type of groove to it. I don't know what it is. Playing it live, I really like it. Like I feel like I can just kind of zone out because I do this thing where I don't look at my fingers during that bridge. I just stare into the sky or to whatever bright ass light that's freaking blinding me. I just stare at it and just play the whole bridge just that way. And I don't know, it's like a moment where I can just transcend, I guess, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It's something new, but
Okay.
those are the top three iconic songs and the reasons why.
All right.
What about you, Chris?
Vitis mentioned two songs. They're actually brand new songs. We've played them live in Europe, in Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, and we're going to play them live here. Actually, we have a show next month in Houston, Texas. So we're going to show Houston what's up. And the two songs you mentioned, one was Kamikaze of Love, and the other one was Undertaker. And I'd have to agree with him on the song Undertaker. And when Undertaker comes out, I plan on giving a call to the actual Undertaker from the WWE. What's his real name? The Undertaker.
Oh shoot.
I
It's
should
been
know.
so long. I know he was my favorite.
Yeah.
I'll Google it because it's
So
not
I wrote this song that has nothing to do with the Undertaker, but I'm gonna call Undertaker and say, "Listen, man, I want you to be in our music video, man. You're from Texas.
Right.
We're a Texas band. Why don't you hook us up and be in our brand new music video? And we'll make it a tribute to you, and we'll play WrestleMania with the Undertaker behind us." But really, I would say Undertaker is my second favorite song to play. What's interesting to me is we have a 6-song EP out, and I actually, in my order of liking, I don't like it as much as the other ones, but I like playing it live. I like Tell 'Em All. I like to sing this song called Tell 'Em All, which is on our EP, My TV.
Okay. Which we'll play that in a little bit. Also, the My TV song, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait towards the end before we do all that.
Nice.
Okay. How did you, Chris, get involved into the band? Where did they just find you, or how did that happen?
I actually was, where was I? I actually think I was in Hollywood, and I actually heard about it, that this band was auditioning. I might have been at the Whiskey A Go-Go. I heard that this band was auditioning singers, and then I saw their stuff, and I was like, dude, that's the guy from Judas Priest. I'm gonna like audition for that band. And they flew me out to Texas. I got the audition, and as soon as I walked in the room, I could feel the magic. We almost wrote 3 songs like right away. We basically had a good vibe, a good chemistry. I've been in other bands, and really after a while, you know, if you've been on the road, if you've toured, you look for chemistry. You look for the ability to communicate. It's very important because you could work with great people. I've actually worked with famous people. I could sit here and drop names, but dude, it was hard to communicate. It wasn't, and sometimes it didn't just gel or whatever. JoJo actually just sent me a riff, and within, I don't know, like 15 minutes, I actually called I left him a text message and I sang him the song. And I'm like, how the hell does that even work? It's like literally that usually could take me a month. You know, it could take, the creative process a lot of times wakes me up at 3:00 in the morning. So literally it could take a long, long period of time, but we vibe. We have a good vibe or a good chemistry.
That rocks. All right. And you said that you guys just got back from being on tour in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
How was that?
Man. It was absolutely amazing. One of the best times I've ever had in my life. You know, I really enjoyed being over there and with these guys and just experiencing new things. And I mean, it's just the people over there, the air, everything about it. I personally truly enjoyed. It was just a nice adventure, you know, just going from city to city to city every night, playing a show in front of people we don't know. And having them come up to us, you know, and trying to speak English if they can't speak English, and communicate with us, and just be very thankful for us being there and rocking their faces off. You know, it was really nice. I wasn't ready to come back. You know, it took me a couple weeks just coming back home and dealing with normal life. I'm like, man, I want to go back. But yeah, it's just absolutely amazing, to say the least. I mean, there's so much to say about it. Like I said, we're gonna have a rockumentary coming out, I believe, the 25th. So that should show you, like, from beginning to end, the moment we flew in and landed to the moment we go back to the airport to leave. You're gonna see that, like, almost everything. So I can't wait until that's released, because that's an awesome video that Vic Hammer put together. He's an awesome guy, you know, and I thank all those guys for being there and helping us out with all of this.
I can't wait to see it.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a fellow. He was in a band in New York City called Total Sexual Freedom. His name is Lord Bishop, and he actually relocated to Europe and really is doing well. He's in a band called Lord Bishop Rocks. He brought us out there, and actually we were hooked up through our label. We're actually on Mindsnap Music / Combat Records. It's Dave Effelson's label, and but Christian Lawrence Opus, who's from Dead by Wednesday, he's in a band called Dead by Wednesday, and he's our label representative, and he hooked us up with Lord Bishop. So Lord Bishop was our ambassador for Europe, and he has an amazing band called Lord Bishop Rocks. Danny Jesus, Doodah the Bricklayer, his drummer, Lord Bishop on guitar, a really, really cool situation. And it was really, once again, this is really going to be the topic of the USA documentary, which I think might be called Love Conquers All. Literally, we were in this little van, and we're traveling around these places we didn't know. We got pulled over by customs. We went through all these like little adventures. We had a driver. Her name was the Countess, and I believe her real name is Nicole Devlin. Is it, JoJo? How do you pronounce
I don't know
Devlin?
her last name. I just know it's Nicole. I don't know her last name.
So we had a driver, and we were cranking tunes, and we're in this like place we didn't know. It was just so fun, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I
Rita,
looked through those
sounds like
photos.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys post now? You guys have a page, like a Facebook page, and then you guys also have a group. Can you tell people more about that group in case they want to join?
Sure. Literally, the first stop could be www.engineeredsocietyprojects.com. That's our website. If you slide over to, we're on all social platforms. We basically, if you type in Engineered Society Project, we're on Instagram, we're on Spotify, we're on Twitter, we're on every social media platform through Mindsnap Music / Combat Records. We have distribution through my boy Larry Touring, which is Von Artists. And basically, if you go on Facebook, you type in facebook.com / Engineered Society Rocks. But someplace where, like, you know, sort of our street team is building, if you're on Facebook, you just type in Engineered Society Project Street Team, and that's a place where you can leave us a message. You can keep in touch with us. And also, we're becoming an international band. We're getting back from Europe. We played Switzerland. We played the Netherlands. We played Poland. We played Germany. But we have some talk, especially within our label and our distribution, of we're possibly going to Japan. We're possibly going to be going to Spain. So we're an international band.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. That just opens a lot of life for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
I want to travel.
I don't.
Yeah,
I have to drag you everywhere.
yeah, yeah. It's awesome. I feel fortunate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was actually just watching a podcast with Christian Lawrence Opus from Dead by Wednesday, and we actually had a band together called Gargantua Soul, and one of the things we're going to be doing in our near future is Opus has a big show on the East Coast in New Haven, Connecticut called Opus's Blizzard Birthday Bash. and we're going to be going and playing that. That's going to be really cool. And we got a bunch of shows we could tell you about that are coming up in the near future.
Yeah.
Repeat what you just said.
Oh, I should just leave it at that. I should just tell you our schedule right now is we're playing our hometown, Houston, and that's going to be the 17th. We're playing what's that? Well, what's it called? We're playing a legendary club in.
Numbers.
Oh yeah, we're playing a place
Numbers.
for 'Tis the Season to Rock, with a band called Bishuk and a bunch of other really great Houston artists. Then we're off to the Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood. We're going to be playing with Great White. Then we're playing Opus's birthday Blizzard Bash in New Haven, Connecticut, and that's going to be January 13th. And then we're in the studio. We record at Total
Access.
Total Access Studios in Redondo Beach, and we're recording legendary producer. He's produced Guns N' Roses. He's produced everybody Wynn Davis, and he does us a magic job in the studio. We're looking forward to recording our brand new stuff. Then we're going to be back at the Whiskey, and we're playing with what is it? Great something a snake. What the hell is the name of that band?
Damn it! You got me too. It's Carmine Apiece.
And Viper.
He plays some drums. Yeah, it's a Cobra, something Cobra.
Yeah. It's not Cobra Kai. It's not Cobra Kai.
It is not Night Cobra. I forgot. I suck at that.
Carmine Apiece's band back at the Whiskey A Go Go, and then next year we're going to be playing the Milwaukee Metal Fest again. We played this year, and that's just a really, really great event with my buddy who organized this, which I'm really, really proud of and just really excited. Jamie Hatebreed. I've known Jamie Hatebreed since I was little, and Jamie Hatebreed just really does some really, really great stuff. We're playing the Milwaukee Metal Fest, and we're playing with his band in New Jersey. So we got a lot of great things coming up. And I actually want to add one thing. I just talked to my boy in Las Vegas, and I'm trying to set us up at a really nice club called Vamped in Las Vegas. And my buddy's band's name is called Cyborg Assassins. They're in Las Vegas. He was in a band with me called Dive Bomber, and he's got a brand new band. So we're going to be doing some stuff with them. I hope we can get a rocking show in Las Vegas. But we gotta find out the name of that Carmine Apiece's band. We cannot leave without that, because Tim will kill us, man. It's like Carmine Apiece, like Tim's favorite fucking dude, and that's all he talks about. It was such an influence on him, and so Jojo, look that up. We gotta know King Cobra.
Yeah, it's King Cobra. Yeah. Yeah. Feel like an asshole. I don't know what. There's a band that's pretty big here. I don't want to shout them out or nothing, but they're called Night Cobra. So I couldn't get that name out of my head. I'm like, it's not Night Cobra. What the hell is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, if we want to give any shouts out to local bands, there's a band called Hitch. We did some shows with something about Will. What was the Will band?
Submit Thy Will.
Submit Thy Will. They're a great band, and we always want to give props to people that are doing the same thing we're doing. So we definitely, want to keep the scene connected and positive and develop it.
Right on. We've got 5 people on here. So why there's people on here, I want them to see your video. So I'm gonna go ahead and show your guys' video. We're up to 6 right now.
So let me give you a little preface on this this video. This video is put together by Hot Frog Productions, my boy in England, and it's in my opinion, the best video I've ever been involved with. I really love it. I really love what he did. He actually did a video for me before, and I loved the artwork, but it just didn't happen. And I believe this song and this artwork is just phenomenal. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate him. I hope we can work together sometime in the future again. Hot Frog Productions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone's about to see what you're talking about. So,
Cool.
all right. Is it on the screen?
I see something, yes.
I
Yeah.
see something.
I see you, Chris.
Hey, man.
Unpleasant, refreshing taste of death. Women, children, and doctors can't resist. Power after hour, my brain getting number. Sell me, a definite spot.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Channel to channel, cerebral sabotage, including the sheep into the sleeping mirage. Hear it in the other room while I'm sleeping. Swear it speaks to me, ignore my addiction. When I turn it off, it looks right at me, waiting patiently to program a psyche. The signal comes from everywhere. Our big brother does not care. We are slaves inside the game. The silver screen creates the pain. My TV is trying to kill me. It's trying to kill me. Subliminal warfare is happening around us. Criminal propaganda, the passports around us. Selling is telling us delusions of grandeur. Programming mind waves, trapped in the system. Resistant to fuse out, so we get mangled. Strangling images, so by Skynet. Through the retina, we receive our orders. Technical alignments, transmitting poison. The signal comes from everywhere. Our big brother does not care. We are slaves inside the game. The silver screen creates the pain. My TV is trying to kill me. My TV is trying to kill me. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking a death row have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition. It's trying to kill me. My Jesus is trying to kill me. My Jesus is trying to kill me. My Jesus is trying to kill me. Kill my TV. 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 Before it kills me.
Wow.
What's cool is actually you can watch that video. I just haven't watched it in a while, and you can actually see new things. I think it's a great video. I think Hot Frog Productions did such a great job for us. And yeah, man, I just saw a couple things I hadn't seen before. I thought it was cool.
And
Yeah.
that was actually it was neat. I liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I never would have thought to have done a video like that. It's kind of comic strip like. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome. We had a couple comments while we were there. Love
Yeah.
it.
Loves it.
And then there's this one.
Dominic.
So yeah, I thought that was really neat. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool. Thank you.
I
I like your guys' sound. You guys have a good sound.
unique.
Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know. That's just a mixture of all of our styles. I mean, we all come from different backgrounds musically. So inevitably, when you bring all of us together like that, we're going to have something unique. And I think it works. Luckily, it works. And I mean, I'm excited for what we're doing that's new. Because once again, a lot of those songs were written pretty quickly. You know, the moment we met each other, we were already just, you know, getting at it. But now that we know each other a little bit better and we're starting to understand each other's backgrounds and what we like and what we don't like, I think the newer stuff that we have will be a lot more mature and be more of us today. And hopefully in the future, it just continues to get better and better. You know, it's just we continue to evolve as individuals and as a band.
So, like, speaking of your guys' backgrounds and stuff, who influences you the most in your music?
I don't know. I mean, I'm at a stage now, I guess, where I can't really link what truly has influenced me or what influenced my background. I just know the things that I had played when I was younger. So I guess if I had to name the artists that were responsible for molding my style as a guitarist, number one would be Jimi Hendrix. That's the individual that inspired me to pick up the guitar. So going down the blues / classic rock way was how I came into the scene. And then from there, as a young teenager, I wanted to play faster. So Metallica was the other band that really influenced my playing. So, you know, I learned every song on every album from Kill 'Em All the way up to And Justice for All in high school. And then from up there, I just kept going a little bit more technical. So, you know, I got into, you know, thrash metal and death metal and all the super crazy metal stuff. And I slowed down and did some indie rock stuff too. So, I mean, having all of that just mixed in together is just where I'm at now. So, I guess one of my main gifts is not really relying too heavily on a specific genre, but just being yourself, you know, and what you hear is just what it is. All of us just being ourselves and coming together and creating some awesome music.
What about you, Chris?
The main influence that influenced me to be a singer was my first hardcore band. I was in a band called Red Death when I was, I must have been like 13. And Red Death turned into Allegro Thrash. Allegro Thrash didn't turn into Sold on Murder, but it was the next band that I got into, and it was a very inclusive little hardcore scene, which was hardcore, and I couldn't really sing. I was more of just down with the movement, down with saying F everything, and basically being the singer for those hardcore bands sort of put me in a place where I sort of started becoming a singer for a band. And for me, the range of music I like is so wide. And the two bands I think of is like the Bad Brains and the Bee Gees is like literally I have a wide spectrum of music that I've been influenced by, and just sort of, I think it's really about speaking from your heart, though. I think it's about, I want people to know me. I want people to have my original point of view about what things are, and that's the difference between a tribute or a cover band, or that's something Tim is not a big fan of cover or tribute bands, and people have actually recommended it, that we should do some covers, and we might do a cover here or there. We're actually thinking about "Don't You Forget About Me." We're thinking about maybe doing a cover here or there, but we're in it's so funny. If it was brought up in other bands I've been in, every other band I've ever been in would jumps right on, hey, we should do a cover, maybe. And this band was like, nah, I don't know, man. So
Maybe not.
Yeah,
The original.
exactly.
mark, that want to make the not somebody else's mark. Hey, man, who was that? Simple Minds wrote that song, and they went through a process of getting it to where it got to, and we want to be, Engineered Society Project, and write our songs and have them be where they're going to be in history.
We had a question pop up. Does their music come from personal experiences?
That's a really good question, because Timothy Moss came up with the idea, came up with the name in Jerusalem, and then he came back to the States. And when I first heard Timothy's music, there was a song called "I Learned Everything." I liked it. It was songs that Tim Ripper Owens sang. There were songs like "Reach Out." There was a song called 2020 Vision, just talking about looking back and having a perspective on what's going on in our society. And I believe that we've really come together. I think my TV, sort of how I think, and where I'm coming from, and where Timmy's coming from, and where JoJo's coming from, and where Shaka's coming from, is really a good meeting point. I have actually toned way down for this band. I think I've just matured in my time. I used to be just really into hardcore, and really, I've been arrested for being on stage before. So I've definitely matured and calmed down a little bit in my approach. And really, I want people to hear what I'm saying. I don't want to be taken out in handcuffs.
Okay.
Yeah, not in
I'm gonna wrap it up with the last question of what do you guys think about the music industry today? Whoever wants, whoever's ready first can go. I know maybe Chris might want to think about it for a minute, or JoJo. It's totally up to you.
Well, there's benefits. Obviously, I think the scene nowadays, just in the metal or rock and roll scene, I think is growing. There is a resurgence of these bands coming out of retirement that have been in retirement for like 20 years. So I think it's a good thing, because that means people want to listen. They want to hear the heavier stuff coming out. But because of that, it kind of pushes the little guys like us out of the way sometimes. It makes it harder, because people want to see the bigger bands more, so they want to see unknown bands. So it's almost like a catch-22. But to be honest, I truly enjoy playing in front of fans who enjoy rock and roll or metal. That's a thing that, even for me, being a metalhead, there's always like that tight connection that you have with the fellow rocker. It's like you're almost a rebel, and you look at them, it's like, well, you like this band? You're like, yeah, I like them. You're like, so it turns into like this new friendship just because of a band that you like. And I've never had that happen before in any other genre. So I think the industry itself, with streaming and YouTube and all this stuff that we have, these tools that we have that I didn't have 20 years ago, I think is a blessing. It's just we have to learn how to use it, kind of like what you're doing with the podcast. It's just doing it and not be afraid of change. And I think if you're afraid of change, then the industry itself today could be a problem. But if you're willing to roll with it and try to evolve, then I think the industry's getting better.
Okay. Chris?
I want to live in a rock and roll band. I want to sing just as loud as I can. I want to live in a rock and roll band. I want to sing just as loud as I can. And oh, then I will live forever singing in a rock and roll band. For me, I want to live in a rock and roll band. I want to sing just as loud as I can. I've had to change. You know, I just mentioned being taken out in handcuffs. They wanted to put me in prison a long time ago, and I learned how to sing, and I don't punch people in the face anymore. Now I sing. I don't do inappropriate things. I definitely don't want to go to fucking jail. They wanted to put me in jail for a long time. People were looking me down. And so me, I'm going to do what it takes. You know, basically, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my band to a big, huge band. We're going to take over Texas. We're going to come. We're going to blow up Hollywood. And we're going to do some big things. And at the end of the day, this right here is very expensive. This right here is very cheap, my heart, because love conquers all. And I told you about karma. I have some karma I'm paying for that. And we talked about it personally before we got up here. That's my own personal business. That's my own karma. Those are things that I did. And really now, love conquers all. And underneath, to me, and that's not hokey either, man. Love is powerful. And basically, with the world that we live right now, you talk about the music industry, but really look at the world we're living in right now. It's at war. You know, there's parts of our world that are at war. And really, the stronger music, you know, music has the power to change things, man. And the more people who want to change this world through music need to stand up and be louder than the hate, be louder than the destruction, be louder than the separation. So in my opinion, I don't care how the music business changes. I am here. I am and forever shall be the prophet of the fire. And I stand up with Blue Fire and just try to bring people away. You know, my TV, the thing is trying to kill you. You understand? You look at these things and they're selling us all this stuff. I love TV. I just don't want to be sold death. So basically, I'll say right now on this podcast, Tattoo Baby, I'm reaching out. Engineered Society Project, ESP, is reaching out to people, and we're trying to bring people together. Not hokey at all. I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to tell you how to do whatever. I'm here to gather people in clubs throughout this world and freaking rock. And that right there shows harmony. That shows people coming together and feeling the vibe. JoJo was talking about closing his eyes. And that's the kind of experience I have. When I'm in a club and I'm giving it to people, I close my eyes and I become one with those people. And I become one through my music. So I don't care what's happening. To answer your question, I don't care how much the industry changes. I haven't changed. People that know me, I formed a band called Blind Justice, which was anti-racism. I had a band called Gargantua Soul, meant the huge soul, that we're all one soul. And now I'm in ESP, and nothing has changed about me. The industry may have changed, but nothing has changed about what I'm about.
Right on. While Moses said, keep it metal.
Keep it
Well,
Hey,
I'll do
that's-
my best to do that.
JoJo actually said that JoJo sings the higher parts that I can't sing.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do it right now, obviously, because I'm not in the spirit. But when I'm on stage, yeah, I don't mind doing it. Yeah, it's a gift, I guess. I don't know. What's that?
I said, you're a transformer, man. JoJo's like this. I tell people about this. JoJo's like this nice Southern guy, but he's Batiste on stage. And that's what, you know, that's what we love. He loves becoming Batiste. I love becoming Nomad, Shaka. Timothy has no nickname, but Timothy's up there. We love becoming one on stage. And that experience right there alone, you know, when four people can merge in music, that's the message for the world. Let's drop these guns, man. Let's drop this hate and let's try to figure this stuff out, man. You know, and specifically, it hits home with what's happening in Palestine right now to Tim. It really hits home with our bass players. So really, we want to play everywhere. I'd love to play there and create the vibration of change and coming together, having people come together. What's up, Dominic?
Corey also said, "What's up?"
What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey? Dom.
We're going to see Corey tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What's his band?
Chaos Ordinance.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chaos Ordinance.
Yep, look them up. They rock.
They are.
We got-
Sounds heavy.
Yeah. It is.
Chaos
What'd you say, Chris?
Ordinance.
What I said, well, basically now I'm thinking about it, you know, the wheels are turning. We're scheduled up until I'm trying to set something up for us in Las Vegas with a Cyborg Assassin in the summer, but you should have us out your way. Hook us up with some bands, connect us with some bands around your way. We'd love to come out and play.
Yeah, I'm hoping that eventually I get popular enough over here that I can do that. But
We're working on it.
What we'll do is let's do this. This is our first time on Tattoo Baby, and I had a really good podcast for me. I thought this was really fun. Let's, in a little bit, we were doing some stuff. Let's reconvene when we have our other band members, and we'll tell you how stuff is going. We'll keep in touch with it.
oh, absolutely. We like keeping touchers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate you guys coming on and chilling with us a little bit and letting us get to know you and opening up about your lives and all that good stuff. And we do look forward to watching you guys grow. We do support the community through and through, though, not just doing the lives. I mean, I like to share and I like to catch up on things and know what's going on. And I do watch from behind.
Most definitely. So the things to look out right now, we have 4 music videos that you can see. You know, it's the probably best way to listen to other than buy our CD. Like I said, we're on every platform. You can go to our website and buy any of our merch. We have a really cool new logo. If you go to our website, www.engineeredsocietyproject.com, buy yourself a t-shirt, represent, or buy our CD and represent. But another way to hear our music is we have 4 music videos up on YouTube. You can just type in Engineered Society Project and you can see our music videos. And the T's told you we have a rockumentary, European Tour 2023, Lord Bishop Rocks with Engineered Society Project, takes you on a little journey about our European expedition.
Can't wait for it to come out.
Coming out the 25th. And anybody, like I said, you go on Facebook, facebook.com/Engineered Society Rocks, or on Facebook, you just type in Engineered Society Project Street Team. 2 ways to get on us on Facebook.
Moses says, hell yeah. And
Yeah.
Corey said, always watching.
Cool.
Well, I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I hope you
you.
guys have a good night. Stay in contact.
All right. All right. Thank you, Charms. Tattoo
Charms.
Baby.
You're
Baby.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.